Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.
Hi, I'm Sandi Jerome, and I'm the owner of 120 Disney Vacation Points. I'm a huge Disney fan, and my ideal vacation is to be at the most magical place on earth. And for me, it's the safest place too. I've traveled in 14 countries and 49 states, flown over 1 million miles, so spending my vacation only 16 miles away is great. As an annual pass holder, I love visiting the Disney parks because there's always a shady place to sit, clean bathrooms every 60 feet or so, and lots, and I mean lots, of places to eat. Having a DVC room means I can enjoy the parks and then go back to my free room and rest before another fun day. If you've watched some of my older DVC videos where I discuss the financial benefits of Disney Vacation Club, you might remember that I only had 90 points that I bought on the resale market at a real bargain price. I recently stayed at the Wilderness Lodge, and be sure to watch that video to understand what inspired me to want my dream vacation to include that lodge and the cabins next door at Fort Wilderness. But I couldn't use my DVC points to stay at the cabins because I bought my 90 points on the resale market. But could I become a direct member with the money my dad had given me for a cruise on my birthday? For a DVC property that sleeps 6 and offers a private bedroom, booking a night in September for just 15 points is an absolute steal. It's the ultimate Disney adventure at a fraction of the cost of a traditional villa. Recently, Disney reimagined the resort by introducing the cabins at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort as a DVC property. During my visit, I got a close look at the transformation. Disney replaced the old units with sleek, modern cabins that are undeniably better in terms of functionality. The floor-to-ceiling windows let in beautiful light, and the kitchens are high-end with full-size appliances. They still sleep 6, with a separate bedroom featuring a queen bed and bunks, but the vibe has shifted. While the old cabins felt like a pioneer's hideout, these feel like a modern farmhouse glamping experience. They've traded a bit of that heavy, rustic soul for contemporary luxury. The night before my Fort Wilderness stay, I did some digging online and saw the writing on the wall. Point prices were going up. I realized that by doing a small 30-point add-on to my existing contract, I could change my entire status as an owner. I had a few days left to snag an add-on for $235 per point, which has since jumped to $243. By buying these points directly from Disney, rather than through the resale market, I could officially become a direct member. This was a strategic move. As a resale-only member, I was blocked from booking at the newer restricted resorts like Disney's Riviera Resort or the new DVC cabins. Now those doors are wide open. After I checked out, I drove next door and met with a darling DVC cast member who I thought had beautiful blue eyes like Steve McQueen. My DVC cast member treated my little 30-point add-on like I was a new member buying 300 points. After signing my add-on contract, I walked around the grounds of Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort. I couldn't help but feel the weight of history. This isn't just a vacation spot for me, it's a timeline. My history here dates back to 1983, when I spent a sun-drenched afternoon at River Country, Disney's original old swimming hole, during our 10th anniversary trip. I can still picture the wooden slides in the filtered lake water before the park finally shuttered its gates forever on November 2, 2001. We stayed at the original Wilderness cabins in 2011 with our granddaughters. They had a blast, renting boats, swimming in the pool, playing games, having s'mores, and going to the hoop-dee-doo at Pioneer Hall. This was a 2-hour hilarious dinner show and all-you-can-eat barbecue. Keith and I had enjoyed this before during our trip to Disney World in 1983. His cousin worked at customer service at Epcot way back then and booked that dinner for us to celebrate our 10th anniversary. We returned to Fort Wilderness again for a milestone birthday in 2013. Back then the cabins were cedar-clad, dark, and wonderfully rugged, a true escape from the neon glow of the theme parks. Fast forward to last month, and as I walked the shoreline that day after buying my 30 points, I saw the next chapter of Bay Lake rising from the ground, Disney Lakeshore Lodge. It is huge. I mean very huge. You can see it in my Wilderness Lodge video. Built on the exact footprint of the old river country, where I went down the water slide over and over in '83, and next to Pioneer Hall, this new DVC resort is slated to begin sales in late 2026 with an opening in 2027. Seeing the new lodge rise where the old water park once stood felt like a full circle moment, and I was part of it. So for less than the price of a cruise, I have 30 Direct DVC points, which means 2 nights at the new cabins at Fort Wilderness. But September is key. At 15 points per night, Sunday to Thursday, it is arguably the best value to space ratio in the entire DVC system, but I can only use those 30 direct points at the cabins or the Riviera next month. Not my other 90 resales points. I will be doing a full room and resort tour of both of these later this year, but for now I'm happy with my 120 points, of which 30 are special, or as I call them, magical 30 points. Now, let's talk about how I'd actually use my 120 points to build the perfect vacation. I've mapped out 2 different itineraries, all Sunday through Thursday to keep those point costs down. So 2 vacations a year, with 5 days each and 2 options. Option 1 is a resort hopping adventure. I'd kick things off with 2 nights at Fort Wilderness for 30 points. A totally unique Disney experience. Then I'd move over to Boulder Ridge for 3 nights at 39 points, which is where this whole video has been leading. My next vacation would be 3 nights at Beach Club for 42 points, puts me right next to Epcot and Hollywood Studios. And I'd cap it all off with 1 final night at Animal Kingdom Lodge for just 9 points. Total? Exactly 120 points, 0 left on the table. Option 2 mixes things up differently. Start with 2 nights at the Polynesian for 32 points. Monorail access, incredible theming. Then 3 nights at Saratoga Springs for 27 points gives you a more relaxed resort-style stay. And with Disney Springs next door, what fun! My next 5-day stay included a Savannah View room at Kidani Village for 2 nights at 28 points is absolutely magical. And you'd finish with another 3 nights at Saratoga Springs for 27 points. That leaves you 6 points in the bank for my last date to bank in October. A little buffer that could roll into my next year planning. What's next? For me, writing is life. And I'm writing a free book to help you become a novelist, screenwriter, or playwright. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you'll know when I release this book, or issue another video about using AI animation tools like 11 Labs and Design. I'm a young adult novelist with 2 series, Wilma Wallaby, Genius Girl Detective, and Kira and Henry. And my latest is Blood Moon Wolf, which I wrote the TV pilot for during my Native American Media Alliance Fellowship. You might have watched my video last week, where I discussed making a trailer for free. I'm also writing a play for my local theater group. And speaking of playwriting, I wanted to tell you that Mark Saunders, my writing partner in our TV comedy series, Nobody Knows the Spanish I Speak, has a play showing April 12th at the Hart Theater in Hillsborough, and tickets are available now. So contact the theater. Later in the year, I'll visit the cabins at Fort Wilderness, Riviera, and my home resort, Saratoga Springs. So be sure to subscribe and ring that bell.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.